Alright, everybody, you should be able to hear me now. I hope you can hear me. You really should be able to hear me. Maybe I can move it a bit closer to my mouse. Like that. Alright, I'm gonna start saying hello after Sandy's chat, okay? Not gonna come back, not gonna go back all the way to the start, because then I'm like 10 minutes behind and I never catch up. So if you said hello before 2:37, just say hello again. Hello, Sandy. Happy Friday Eve. It's Thursday. Where are you? It's Thursday in Toronto. Tomorrow it's Friday, and tomorrow it's supposed to be like 30 knots gusts Friday evening. So no stream tomorrow, Friday. Hello, Davey. What's up? I'm assuming you guys are talking about the weather, and you're right. Tomorrow weather I think is fine, but then on Saturday morning it's negative 30. I do want to stream because I think I have a chance of getting an Airbus A380 landing on 24 left, and I have a vision for what clip I want to do with that. I want to get a very up close landing of the Airbus A380, and then I want to shoot it in 60 frames per second, maybe even in 120 frames per second, and I want to slow it down on the wheels. So if I do a stream on Saturday, it will be a very short one, because negative 30 with wind gusts is crazy cold, especially the spot that I want to go to. Anthony Oyston, what's up, my friend? Long time no see. I've seen you in the comments though. What's up? Jesse's here from Calgary. Hello. Katie D is here. Hello. One pair of hands. Wherever in the world you are. I'm at Danville, or now known as Max Word Park. And the weather is all right, to be honest. Hello, H. Dot. Mike Evans is here. Hello. I gotta do like a reminder that, hey, I'm live on Discord. I'm gonna do that in a second after I film this Dash 8 for Lucy. No bank yet. Where's the bank? Okay. Oh, we might get a runway change. I see a departure from the other side. I wonder why they didn't turn sooner. Interesting. That's a flare 737 and a basic paint job. But I just saw a departure on the right side, on the 24 right. Any more? Or was that a one-off? What are these guys gonna do? I am pretty happy, but I think I will be excited. If they do a runway change, I will be excited because I've never seen departures from this side, so I will be excited. Welcome to Francis and Davey. Thank you to the mods for being here. Francis was modding Simon Love's channel just 4 hours ago, so thank you for being here, Francis. And thank you, Davey, too, for being here. It's 2 p.m., 2:48 p.m. Toronto time. Davey's in Toronto, and Francis is in Sydney, Australia, so it's like super early. Chris Dutch Norris, hello. Shannon Joyce, hello. How's it going? NWT, John, good afternoon. Elman and everyone, hello, John. Jordan, what's up? Scott Tuhati, you can't see me. What do you mean? You can see me. I'm here. Oh, I'm missing a takeoff. Okay, it's okay. Let me look at the chat for a bit longer. Hello, Deborah. Karen Monson, hello. Chris Smith. Lucy is here. That's why I knew that already. That's why I filmed the Dash 8 for so long. Jason, what's up? Sid Knee at 34 left. Hello. In Jamaica, a slice of pie is $3. In Bermuda, it's $3.50. In Bahamas, it's $4. Those are the... You've done this joke. You've already done this joke, and I've laughed at it already. Very good joke, Rohit. Hello, Rohit. Trying to look for new names. Gaurav, what time is Etihad departing? They're usually supposed to depart at 3 p.m. So if they're not late, that's the time you can expect them to depart. Hello, Sydney again. Hello, David. Hilda, hello. Manchester Plane Lady is here. Hello. Yaroslav, what's up? Whoa, very similar names. 30 knots would be some great footage, but it's headwind, so it's not dramatic for the planes if it's headwind, I don't think. Unless it's gust, maybe. I don't know. Hello, Kiki. Davey says -30 is nothing. Right. Jet Set, what's up? Saudi landing. It landed, probably. That's the plane, right? Yes, that's Saudi. Sandy sends $50. So nice. Thank you, Elman, for braving these frigid temperatures for us while we're in the warm home. It's Thursday, but Friday Eve. Stay warm out there. I believe you. I guess I've never heard someone say like the evening before is Friday Eve. I believe you. I think I'm just uncultured in that way. And like, I guess Christmas Eve is on 25th, but Christmas is on 26th. So that makes sense. That makes total sense, actually. And thank you for $50. That's a lot. Thank you so much for helping the channel. I took a 407 here today, just so I could get that Cathay that you saw when I started the stream. So that'll help with the 407 bill. Thank you so much, Sandy. Let me get my flight radar on in case, so I don't miss Etihad. I see it pushed back, and it might also get de-iced, so that might be a delay as well. I'm doing well. Jason from YYZ. I agree, Pat. It's very good in cold temperatures when the visibility is so high. For some reason, I'm having a lot of frame drops I'm seeing. So far, we've dropped 2% of the frames, so maybe I'm interfering with the phone. I'll step a bit further away from it. And Katie sent 5 gifted memberships. Katie, that is so kind of you. Thank you so much. I will, you know what I'll use that for? I will buy some caramel macchiatos. Just like we talked about. It's not enough for a full caramel macchiato because that stuff is like $10, which is insanely overpriced. But I'll get myself extra shots of espresso so I can be energized for the stream. All right, I'm gonna do a focus 24 right departure from this spot. I'm very curious what this looks like. And we're shooting at 2400 millimeters, so the plane with my vision looks like a little ant. Fortunately, it's too high to get the city in the shot. They climb too aggressively. Maybe if the A380 also, maybe the A380 will climb slower, but the Air Transat is very rapidly climbing. And for reference, that's the city. And you know what? They're also doing 2-4 left arrivals at the same time. Do you see a plane landing? There it is. See that plane? They're doing 2-4 left arrivals as well. Hopefully they're not shutting down 2-3. That would suck. We have an arrival on 2-3, so they're not shutting down, and there's some departures on the way for 2-3 as well. You're welcome, mods and chat. Elman deserves it. Thank you, Sandy. And thank you for giving a shout out to the mods as well. My mods are the best. Davey, Francis, and Matt. Flinnegans, good afternoon. JVD is here as well. Hello, JVD. Lisa Mason. Hello, Lisa. Good day, PBF. Good start with the Cassie. Yes. I thought I was going to miss it because I was driving on 401. No, I was driving on... Okay, I took 407 to like 427, and then I got onto 401 to drive below the park, because from 407, you can't exit onto this little area. But I was driving on 401 and I saw that the Cathay was getting de-iced, and I was like, yeah, no chance I'm getting that. But fortunately, just in the nick of time, I was able to get it. The A380 departed right before, and that one I missed. But it worked out with the Cathay, my favorite Cathay. That's a United A319, I think. I'm sort of coming here a lot right now because I'm trying to take advantage of good visibility. Once it's summertime, the spot might be nice for sunsets, but otherwise it'll be completely useless. Hello, Jorella from New Jersey. By the way, Emirates pushed back, as you can see. I'm Sweater Girl. I'm Sweater Girl. Albert Cripper coming. Winds will change. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Today or when? Hello, ERB. What's up? Mr. Ding Dog Ditch. Hello. Daniel Slack. Hello, everybody. Hello to you too. I am still 10 minutes behind the chat. Howdy, Aaron. That's Brandon, and that's Brandon's dad. How's life, Aaron? Hello, Karen. What's up, Andrea? Air Canada 737 MAX 8. We got so many planes in the sky. Another one. Another one. Air traffic control is working hard. It's way more fun to film planes in that direction. It's more fun to film arrivals on 2-3 right now and departures on 2-4. Hello, Pedro. Pedro Lopez. Shrey, what's up? Doug Robinson, what's up? Good to see you here. Good to have you. Holger, the Plane and Friends gang. I see that Jens is having a much tougher time in New York right now than me in Toronto. Some spots for me are still inaccessible. You see that hill right now? Sometimes we go plane spotting on that hill. I can't access that hill because there's too much snow to walk through and I can't carry my buggy. So I can relate to the issues that Jens is having, but this spot is accessible as long as I'm willing to go through a little bit of snow. It's not plowed perfectly, like up to that point somewhere it's plowed, but then you have to walk through some snow here, but I trampled quite a bit of it already. All right, Etihad A380 moving towards 23, runway 23. It's called Friday Junior. Got you. You learn new things every day. Now I know. Holger sent 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Holger. And to a bunch of people, Alexandre, Renate, Neven, and Flight Videos, Nothing Polished, and Menso John. Thank you so much, Holger. Trying to fix my tripod here. My second tripod. I have 2 tripods. My mom's good, my dad's good, my sister's good. Thank you for asking, Gary. Is that door closing? No, I don't think it's closing. Good afternoon, Nancy. Whoa. Karan says, happy Thursday, Elman. Good news for you. Bombay Aviation goes live again next week. Had a breakthrough in therapy, broke the wall. That's so good to hear. That's so good to hear, my friend. That's one of the things, you know, I saw a story that you posted, Karan, where Planes and Friends host Jan actually gave you advice. He said life is hard, but you just have to get up and do what you need to do. I mean, this is not word for word. I don't have a photographic memory, but I did see that. And check out Bombay Aviation on Instagram. That's Karan. He posts nice photos of planes, nice photos of aviation. I'm glad you're doing better, Karan. That's really good. Hello, Jeffy. Oh, how lucky are they? I have friends going to Puerto Plata tomorrow morning, and they are hoping their plane doesn't need de-icing. Why? What's wrong with being de-iced? Free spa. KLM, is that a 777? No, that's a 787. Hard to tell. Lee Majors, hello, my friend. I do have parallel action today. I really like this shot. I love this shot right here. Maybe even like a bit more zoomed in like this. Like this is a nice shot. You can take some nice photos. Especially like on a cold day when the sun gets up. What's that word called? When the sun rises very late. Basically like December 20th. If it's cold and it's a clear sky, that would have been a beautiful shot. Air Canada Rouge, and now the Etihad is taxiing to the runway. Lucy, five gifted memberships from Lucy went to Kyle, Mika, Winskill, Artom, and UTPAL. Thank you, Lucy. That's 5 gifted memberships. I'm gonna give you 5 -8s. I already got 2 -8s, so just need 3 more. That's the contract. Thank you for your support, Lucy. I appreciate it. Still 10 minutes behind the chat. Hello, J-Row. I'm almost there. Still working on it. Ian Papa Lima's here, confirming that Airbus United plane was in fact an A319. Where did it come from? From Denver. I'd spot in Denver, that'd be cool. I think Denver has a lot of mountains, but I think I've read somewhere that they don't have good spotting locations. No official ones. Gary Lee is sending $4. How's it going? It's going okay. Honestly, this stream, or at least this trip has been a success so far, because I got that 748, the Cathay Pacific. So far this stream has been very successful. Good stream. Air Transat. No matter what, Air Transat's gonna tow. Hello, Skev. Mark Kim, your enthusiasm for aviation is infectious. Right on. Thank you, Mark. I saw a bunch of you guys. I'm sure I saw a bunch of you guys, but I know for sure that I saw Mark yesterday in Cali Planes or Cali Flights. I think it's Cali Flights. Sal is the best. Is an amazing host. He does streams from San Francisco, LA, and yesterday Lufthansa sent an A350 100-year livery. So I saw a bunch of people who watch my channel there, and Mark was one of them. Thank you, Mark, for supporting this channel and also supporting Sal as well. It's awesome. Thank you, Mark. Hello, Mons. Beauty. I agree. Gary is a legend, yes. For sure. You were out there in negative 25C. Just once. It was negative 26. Just saying. Oh yes, I need to run away before that. Absolutely. Hello, Kevin. What's up, my friend? What's going on? Why aren't they like hurrying it up? Two small planes on arrival to the other side, so we'll just keep our eyes on this guy, on the Etihad and Emirates. Sorry, Etihad and Air Canada. The Air Canada is a 777 going to Tokyo. Oh wow, again, very delayed. Hello, Kirsty. What's up? Welcome in again. Thank you, sir. Joseph from YYT. Daniel Jose, hello, hello. Surprised to see you in Toronto. Where else would I be? This is where I live. Lucy sending $3. Sorry, £3 and 80 pence, I think. Thank you so much, Lucy, for the £3 and 80 pence. Hey, Danny is here too. Hello, Danny. Danny, is your son flying today? Today or on the weekends? I'm going to try to do weekend streams, but it's going to be so cold. All right, now this guy's moving. Ooh, the snow is gone. There's barely anything left. I think it's low enough. I can get it with the paper plane. Oh, I can definitely get it with the flag thingy, with the windsock. Need a wider lens for the composition with the metal paper plane. It's a funny thing to say. We're missing an arrival on 2-3 for this. I do want to see the arrival. I'll point at it and then I'll go back to the A380. Yes, worth it. I love seeing the wing flex on the 787s as they land, so that was worth it. From this angle, it's very clear that the wingtip goes above the fuselage. That looked hard. So cool. So cool. Oh, so beautiful. That's like an earlier bank than usual, I think. They usually go a bit further before they turn left again. This is way earlier than yesterday or on Monday. All right, 777 is departing, so let me get that, and then we'll go back to the A380. If I can find it again, I should be able to. Tuxedo Mom, what's up? Davey with the baklavas. Davey's got a new profile picture. That's the Lufti. That's the Lufti 100 year. Hello, Bill Smith. Oh, really? That's so funny. Oh, they for sure got a picture. They probably got a video of it rolling. Damn. Oh, I wish I got that on video. There's a lot of like employees at Air Canada who have really cool Instagram accounts, and they post close-ups. Some of them post behind the scenes of how of what it's like to be a mechanic. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm afraid the A380 is gonna disappear, so I want to show it before it disappears, if I can. There it is. I bet if I go looking for the Etihad clip from that hangar, I'd find it. We might get a 241 if the A380 visibility stays good. Barely 241. The Air Transat did not climb fast enough. So much stuff to point at. And there's the Air Canada banking towards Asia. We'll go for like 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Nice. Okay. They hate the feeling of being de-iced and waiting. No, it's not that bad. I cannot support this logic. I love getting de-iced. Thank you, Epic Nation. I'm not freezing right now. I'm fine. My hands are getting a little cold, so I might break out more heat packs. There's a 777 to Beijing lined up on runway 23. I have to go look at it. This is going to be an Air China plane. Hopefully they give me a bit of time before they get going. Gingerlicious, hello. Honey Club Live, hello. Karen George, hi Elman. Hi everyone, Elman doing great as usual, simply the best. I didn't get a notification today, didn't know you were on. I made the stream announcement, like the stream page, 1 hour before I started. And then I made, and then I started the stream an hour later. So maybe that's why YouTube doesn't give, like, it doesn't want to give you 2 notifications. I don't know. I do need to do like a WhatsApp group thing, just like Jens did. Windy right now. I'll zoom out. This looked like it was going to be a slow climb, but then they changed. Air China got that like very vintage livery, very vintagey looking. Very serious. I like it. Let's follow it until it starts banking. Oops. Not gonna lie, I really like following the plane for a long time. I didn't used to do it, but from this spot you have you can follow the plane for so long before it disappears. If obviously if it's like until they get into the clouds. I kind of like it. I like it. Here's the CN Tower shot for you. ARB's temperatures are only 31 degrees. Lucky you. I honestly, I don't mind it cold. I don't mind like cold temperatures. I just hate the wind. The wind pierces through your clothes. Cold temperature, you can just put on a lot of clothes and be fine, I think. Okay, I finally got to this chat, super chat. Here's a few bucks for your supper and a warm drink. Thank you. Thank you so much. You paid for the 407 today and supper. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Realistically, I will eat at home and that will go toward a tripod. Thank you so much, Sandy. That's true, Katie. That's important to do. Yes, I was there. I was enjoying it. I was there at the start, and then I was doing work, like on the and I put it on the second screen, and then I came back when the actual A350 landed. It was a good stream. I enjoyed it. Hello, Jessica. Tom Giffen, hello. Hey, Demi. £3.80 for the A380. Sounds good. I'll need to get an update from him. Okay, if you find out, let me know. Hello, Yue from Germany. I will start pointing at planes a bit. Trying to catch up on the chat. But this plane, I think this plane is I think this guy is going for a walk. The mechanics are taking it out for a test drive. I don't believe Well, I know for sure that plane's not departing. It's going from the hangars. What a view. What a view indeed. It's we're far away, but when it's cold, the visibility is good. It works. I agree. It is a majestic plane. I got that one. That's the one I was trying to do the 2-for-1, but the A380 was too high and the Transat was too low. Thank you, Karen. The airport's pile is looking grubby. You know what I wish? I wish I could spot on top of it. That would be amazing. That would be so fun. It would be a perfect shot of 2-3 arrivals. Thank you, Kate. Liked and subscribed. Everybody, if you haven't liked and subscribed already, like and subscribe. It's free to do and it helps the channel so much. Thomas Becker says, it may be cold, but the shots are hot. I agree with that so much. It's so worth it to spot in these conditions. I was telling you guys yesterday that clip of the C-17 Globemaster, I was going to post it. I posted it on Instagram, so check out the Instagram. I don't think it's focusing, but it's nice clips. I'll post it on YouTube today. Hello, Sandy. Right? Because I was editing those videos, I edited the Emirates and Etihad, and they went significantly more south before banking north. That was early. I think they're gonna go on like 3-3 left, the Air Canada, you see? I think it's gonna go on 3-3 left and do engine testing. Engine run-ups. If I could upgrade your setup in one way, what would it be? I want to buy a very expensive tripod, and then I also want a Sony 4-800 lens. I have 2 camera bodies, so if I got another lens, I would run both at the same time. But in all honesty, I want the upgrades, but I am pretty satisfied with what I have right now. So. The 4-800 would give us, more zoom, of course, and then the better tripod would give more stability. It's a race. 777-300 versus a 200. One's being tugged, the other one's being not tugged under its own engines. You're flying today? If your flight is at 9:30 p.m., like you said earlier, my batteries aren't lasting that long, unfortunately. And my head will be cold. I want to stay until sunset. Canadian girl, hello. What's up, Spear Easy? Hello, Albert. Good afternoon. All is well. Hope you're all good too. Gary Lee, send another $2.80 super chat. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Day one supporter. One pair of hands. What's that pointy thing? It looks like a giant paper airplane. Well, this is the actual official Toronto Pearson sanctioned park. It's an official park for plane spotting. And this is a little monument. That they have here. I missed the 777 arrival. Mamma mia. My bad, everybody. This guy came from Zurich. Sorry about that. Nope. Live ATC is down. I have my own radio, but it's too cold to set it up. Right now, in the cold weather, my goal is to have as little of things as possible to set up that requires me to take off my gloves. That's why I switched to these tiny microphones instead of the headsets. I don't know how many exactly, but there are still a lot of the older liveries around for both 787s and the 777s. Even the A330s still have the old livery, but the old livery on the A330 is ugly. So ugly. Great stream. Here's some funds towards a new tripod. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, sir. It's gonna be either a Satchler or it's gonna be a cam gear. And then the footage is going to be much more stable. Thank you so much for your tip. The plane's hiding behind the bushes. Yeah, they do that. Bibe is watching from South Germany. I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce that city. Welcome in. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know Frankfurt Airport has been getting cancellations because of the snow. We were supposed to get the 787-9 of Lufthansa's yesterday for the 100-year livery, but it was canceled because of the weather. In Frankfurt, it was too much snow, and I know there are people in Frankfurt who live stream, and they were doing de-icing streams. So hopefully, wherever you are in South Germany, it's not as snowy. Thank you for tuning in, Sadney. Have a good day. Okay, my bad. Yes, sir. if you want to see the difference between 4 to 8, so let's say this is 400. I could do this without picture loss. But you know what? No, this is 800 millimeters, right? Imagine that. This is 400 millimeters. And I can zoom in this much without any quality loss. And then if I had a stronger tripod, it would be more stable. To be honest, I mostly want the 800 because I really like to do like contrail spotting. So if I had the 800 millimeter lens, I'd stream from my backyard. I'd stream planes at 40,000 feet from my backyard. And plus the moon streams. I wonder what the roof like. Like I think those are balconies there, right? In the corner of that building. I wonder what it's like to spot from there. Need to see if they got any Airbnbs there. Hello, warrior filmmaker. Hello, Simon. Robert Spearman, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. 767 Air Canada Cargo landing on 24 on runway 24. Dedicated to your birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. That was a hard landing. Actually, I think that's 24 left now. Yeah, that's 24 left. And a D4 exit, as usual for Air Canada planes. This 767 came from Miami. We have another heavy coming in from Frankfurt, that's Lufthansa. It's just a regular livery on 24. And then on 23 we have a 787 from Vancouver. So we get to see the wing again, the flexi wings. Hello, Budon. Hello, Bud. Bud Owens. Hello. Cheers from Kansas City. Hello, hello. My pleasure. It's a Max Word Memorial Park. Max Word Memorial Park, if you want to look it up. Where are they going? Maybe they can do some touch and goes here. Let me know if they get close. Embraer E175, Delta Airlines, and then the next one is a 787 of Lufthansa's. There it is. So we're getting a 787 on runway 24 and 787 on runway 23. So I will be at maximum zooms, so you can see for yourself the difference between runway 24 and 23. Hello, Rachi. Okay, So this is 600 millimeters. And now I'm gonna do digital zoom 4x, okay? Let's go. Let's see if they take D4 or no. That's a D8 exit. D8 exit for Lufthansa. Now let's go look at the Air Canada on 2-4. Maximum zoom. So we're much closer to 2-3. Impossible to keep this thing steady at those distances. Yeah, getting significantly windier, so the camera is shaking quite a bit. It's true. If you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button, completely free. Helps the channel. Hello, old trucker. Hello, Jam from Glasgow, Scotland. Looks cold. We are heading to Toronto this summer. Race stream. Yeah, summer is definitely the better time to come here. Do not come here right now. You will be stuck. You will be stuck in your hotel. Alright, let me go investigate this. They're just circling around. I don't know. Hopefully they come here. Hello, Lorig from Mexico. Hello, Windsor from Germany again. Exactly. You're hearing a lot of engine brakings. They're not right beside me. There's a highway right here. Is this the most baller minivan you can possibly get? Mercedes B-Class? I think it's a... Wait, what car is this? What model Mercedes is this? Why are you hiding? I know they even make a AMG version of that, or at least they used to make it. Thank you, Naomi. you are enjoying the stream, for real, subscribe. I'm just trying to get out. I'm just trying to get out of the 13,000 subscribers thing. I am superstitious about that. I don't like the number 13, so help us out and subscribe. We need good luck. I'm constantly driving on 401, so I can't take any risks with bad luck. Singapore overhead soon. Too many clouds above my head, my friend. So we won't see it. Way too many clouds. A330 from Cancun arriving on runway 24. The sun is peeking out. It's clearing up a bit, which is really good because hopefully that means my hands can warm up a bit. If my hands could warm up a bit and I could warm up the whole body, that'd be good. Still can't see that A330 from Cancun. Afternoon, Alex, 2009. What's up? Right now, too much clouds, but it's clearing up. So if it clears up more, we can start spotting the planes at 40,000 feet. But above me, it's barely blue. Like there's a little bit of breakage there, but mostly very cloudy. Where's the A330? How am I not seeing a giant plane like an A330? It was also like 9 minutes ago. What's up, bro? Hello, Patrick from Switzerland. Switzerland is 100% a place I want to plane spot, and also just explore. I think Switzerland is the best country ever. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was literally considering this, like not even joking. I was considering doing that. I don't know if any of you want to like suggest it to him, but what I consider doing is instead of getting a dog sled instead of a beach trolley, what if you get a sled for each of the 4 beach trolley wheels? Do you understand what I'm saying? I think that would work. I didn't have to do it because I parked the car and I need to like carry my buggy in my hands for like 200 meters at most, and that's okay. I think he has a much longer walk than me though, so maybe that's something to look into. And by the way, that was butter. That was butter. Butter landing by this A330. And with a butter landing, easy D4 exit. A340s coming to Ontario? No. Lufthansa was supposed to send their A340s, but then they got switched with the 787s. Sunset. Right now it's clearing up, so it should be a very pretty sunrise if I can last that long. Sunset. Saturday we get a deep freeze again, 4 FI. Yes, it's gonna be cold on Saturday. I will try to stream on Saturday. But what I'm saying is, and what I considered is, instead of getting like a dog sled, just get tiny little sleds under each wheel. Basically turn your trolley into a sled. I think that would work as long as the snow is smooth, you know? Kathy in Melbourne. My friend is studying medicine in Melbourne, and Francis the mod is in Sydney, also sweating. Hello, JPS from Trinidad. Good for you. 32 degrees as well. Good for you. We have an E195 soon to depart from runway 24 left. Oh, Friday the 13th next week. Absolutely no stream. Absolutely none. Shrine, I don't know. It just depends if I'm cold or not. These winter streams, I'm playing them by ear. If I'm cold, then I go home. So I don't make promises for these cold streams. We're waiting for a porter to depart from runway 24 right. It's the plane's behind this building at the moment. Actually, it's not lined up yet. Oh my gosh. That's genius, Lucy. That is absolutely genius. What's up, Igdes? You are my favorite flat earther. Can we see like a curvature from this spot? Earth curvature? No, we're not high enough. But if you watch any of my videos from Toronto to Montreal, filming from the window, it's like probably the 8th video I posted on this channel. You can see how the earth is not flat. I don't have a pouch. I just have them inside my glove. I'm going through so many of those heat packets. Alrighty, we got a E195 landing on 2-3, and then a 787 Air Canada departing on arriving on 2-4 as well. So basically, Porter on 2-3 arrival, then Air Canada 2-4 arrival. That was a porter. Now let's go find the AC. Lucky you, Mike. We're in Switzerland. Hello, Lucas. Exactly, Gary. Small skis for each wheel. You can get power buggies. I saw a Manchester streamer using one. I want to do that for summer. I do want a powered buggy for sure. That would be extremely convenient. But you want the powered buggy if you just go, like if you go uphill, you want the powered buggy. If there's snow, then it's not going to help you. It's not going to do anything. By the way, beautiful sunlight. Beautiful sun on this Air Canada plane. Gorgeous. I think this was a United A319 that came from Denver. I'm assuming it's the same A319. Must be heavy. Slow climb. Well, maybe not heavy. Maybe they just don't want to climb fast. We all survived being 13 years old. That's a good point. That's an excellent point. You're right. What a way to look at things. Very positive. Thank you, Mark Kim. Despite that, please subscribe. Oh yes, that'd be sick too. That would be excellent too. You need super slider snow skates for each wheel. Who remembers those? I will take a picture and I'll find out after the stream what that means. When I was a teenager, when I was in high school, I played hockey for Toronto Royals. I played for One Rangers, Humberview Huskies, and Toronto Royals at the end. Fun fact. Looks like a little private jet right now. What is baklava? What? Canada Phil. I'm cold, bruh. What are you talking about? From your view, there are many apartments. Maybe some plane spotters are watching from them. I've seen like a TikToker or a guy who has a TikTok account go live from apartments. So definitely, that's an option. The planes departing from that side look really good right now. Hopefully we get a few heavy departures from that side. How are you? I'm good, Sawan. Thank you for asking. What's up with you? Same Z's. I live 20 minutes away. I can spot arrivals on 2-3 from my backyard or from my street. I wish I could see, I wish I lived under 2-4 left though, because 2-4 is way more often used. Royal Jordanian 787. Hello, Tracy. Good afternoon, Munavar. Happy to see you as well. There are like 5 planes getting ready to depart from 2-4. Air Canada Rouge A320 is first to Punta Cana. Then there are 2 porters, WestJet 737 and a Caribbean Airlines 737 MAX 8s. Battery deaths. That was battery death. Quick change though. Fortunately there was nothing super duper important, and I got the Royal Jordanian on time too. It's a nice livery, super nice. Hello, Malky. Welcome in. Mohammed, there's your Jordanian. Tony lived after the end of Sopranos. What? Gary, what? Love this livery. 787 Dreamliner, age 11 years old. Coming in from Montreal. And there's the A320 going to Punta Cana. Really pretty on that side. Definitely more fun to aim the camera at this or that side than the 2.3. WestJet is departing, or WestJet? I think WestJet's arriving. No, man. No, wait. That Air Canada just arrived. The WestJet is departing. Beautiful. Next up, Caribbean Airlines to Georgetown. And I will spot the Avianca as well, for sure. The Avianca is lining up on 2-3. Let me get this guy first. Getting a bit cold. -11. The wind is picking up though. That was Caribbean. Next up, the Avianca on runway 23. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I am cold. But it's okay. Cold days present the best footage, so I'm okay with that. For some reason, that looks like a 787. I don't know why, but that plane that's landing, is it a 78? No, it's an A350 from Paris. Air France. Drop your baguette plane emojis if you want. Hello, Bjarn. Bjarn is another streamer from Greenland. Welcome in, and you guys should check him out. A stream from a cold place, that is Greenland. Okay, thank you for the explanation, IPL. How far away are you from the airport? I don't know how far exactly I am. 5 kilometers? Maybe more. Very far. Right. I'll have to look at the Air France instead of the WestJet. Pretty plane. The classiest plane livery combo. My pleasure. Yes, finally the sun is actually sticking around. Saw a big bird on this side. You're basically between 410, 401, and Tompkin, aren't you? This in front of me is 410. 407 is that way, and 401 is that way. Not sure what Tompkin is. I'm assuming that's a street. I'm sure you're right, but I don't know what Tompkin is. When I walk from the cargo center to the Runway visitor park, I see rabbits hopping about. Which airport is this? Thank you, Maranatha. I completely disagree, but thank you. When I was a kid, I really wanted like those shoes that let you, they have a wheel and like the heel. Heelys, they were called Heelys. Eventually I got them, and I loved them. I loved every minute of them. All right, Sandy, thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for the tips as well. Well, I'm wearing a balaclava, so yeah. Shout out to the balaclava. Just the hands are getting cold. I'm trying to keep my fingers in like my fist. That way the fingers are touching the hot pocket that I have here. And no, the cold is affecting me. I'm just fighting through it. My car today is in outfield terminal. It must have been towed there, because they did not just arrive. Yes, it is a fluid head. Need a better fluid head though. Yes, please. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Just like Bjorn says, perform a touch and go. Did you have the runners with flashing lights as well? I don't think I had that, no. I don't have that, I don't think. I think some people I knew had it, but not me. Mine were just regular, and my favorite part about them is like skating, heeling, or I don't know, rolling with those heelys on at like a shopping mall, because it's tiled, so as you go you feel the bumps. For some reason I really like that. And you could also, like on those heelys, you could go way faster on tiled floor than you could on asphalt. Probably because less friction or something, less bumps. My flight radar phone died. Oops, stepped on my coffee. This is the porter I told you about. It's going to Ottawa. I told you it was leaving, but it sat in front of the runway for a long time for some reason. And the visibility is getting better and better. By the way, for reference, this is 450 millimeter focal length right now. Thank you, 101. I actually have a second camera. I don't know where to put it at this location. Like, what am I supposed to point at this location for the second camera? Stratford Festival. I can take a picture and look into this after. Don't know what that is. Thank you though for being a fan, Sawana. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, Dised. Elmarie, hello. Love your name, by the way. It's very similar to mine. We would get in trouble at school for using our heelys down the hallway. I would get in trouble in high school, in school. And the country I grew up in the former Soviet Union, the country used to be in Soviet Union, the teachers had a lot of authority to yell at you to discourage bad behavior. It's not like a detention, it's like abuse. Hello, Renat. Hello, everyone. Good evening from Frankfurt. Someone gifted me a membership. Thank you so much. We got some membership gifts from Lucy, from Holger and Katie. So if it was today, it's one of them. Thank you guys for gifting. and welcome in. See, the visibility now is like actually really nice. Nice, very nice. (767) Air Canada 767, another cargo plane. Ryan A, hello my friend. Hello Ryan. What's up? My flight is 12:50 a.m. Is 12:50 a.m. nighttime? If so, then no. I think my limit today is probably a sunset. Once the sun goes down completely, that's when I'll be going. This 777, I think, is going for another maintenance taxi. Oh, found it. Lucky me. Now we got another departure from 24. And we actually have an arrival on 24, a heavy A330. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And then let's go for the A330 from Florida. Oh, nice, the one. I hope that happens for you. ATC, not ATC, Air Canada scheduling. Let's see, I got an offer for you. I'll say it in a second. Are you frozen? Emilia. Emilia from Vienna? From Austria? Butter. Are you cold? Are you frozen? I am not frozen. I am cold though. I am cold. But I am not frozen, and my fingers are on the edge of being frozen. But I don't want to waste the sunset. It just cleared up nicely, so I'll tough it out. Lucy, do you want to see a Billy Bishop stream? At Billy Bishop, pretty much every single plane is a Dash 8. It's either a Dash 8 or it's like a Cessna, but basically every plane is a turboprop. Actually found a decent location for spotting at Billy Bishop that's on mainland, so maybe zero promises, okay, but I do intend to do one from the newfound location. Okay. Just has to be not windy, because by the lake I don't want it to be windy. Trillium Park. So that might be true, but the spot I'd want to do it in is like right behind a police station. I don't know if I feel safe doing a stream. I don't know if I feel safe doing a stream with all this equipment at Trillium Park. But the spot I found is right beside a police station. There's parking right in front of the police station. Yes, it is the marine unit. That's why I want to do it. And that way you can watch arrivals too, right? You can watch departures lining up, so there's good sound there, and then you can watch touchdowns just barely. Sunwing 737. CRJ here. And a heavy 777. 4:32 p.m. That's usually the time for Air Canada 3-4, so I wonder if this is Air Canada 3-4. That flight comes from Sydney but stops in Vancouver. If this is flight 3-4, nope. Robert Spearman says it's Tokyo. I was wrong. But either way, Francis is from Sydney, so fun fact. Francis the Mod's from Sydney. I believe that if you book AC33, that's considered a direct flight to Sydney, but not non-stop. It's just direct. But this is a 777 from Haneda. The best location is probably Fresh Burger. That's where I would go. Fresh Burger, if you don't know, is right over there. You see that brown sign with a few words right in the middle of the screen. That's Fresh Burger. And you can stand at that fence and watch. Where's the plane? We should have a look at the Bombardier facility real quick. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to hit the like button. It is free to do it, and I really appreciate it. We have a departure of a Flair 737 to Fort Lauderdale. I don't know where to look. There it is. Really pretty sunlight right now. And that's a United 737 MAX 8. There's lots more wildlife here. In Toronto or where? Okay, sounds good, Sawan. Store name is Casada Burritos and Tacos. Let me take a picture. Take a picture so I can remember. But first, we gotta look at the 787 departure. Is this the first heavy that I'm actually paying attention to? Departing from 24, right? I think so. I think this is gonna look good. This is gonna look really nice. The sun is beautiful right now. Stunning. Stunning. As time moves forward and it gets, the sun starts setting more and more north, this location during the sunset is going to get better and better, specifically for 2-4 departures or 0-6 arrivals. And 787, I think 787, the 787, out of all the planes, out of all the commercial jets, I think it has the best silhouette. the shape of it is very pretty. I'm pretty sure that has to be a go-around, right? That has to be a go-around. That's way too high. Nope, that's an actual departure to LaGuardia. My bad. We have a Learjet 40. That's what's on your screen right now. And then, as Ian Papalima says, there is an AC-34 coming in 6 minutes. Alright, Sawan, I got you. Good evening, son of Ham. What's up, what's up? Katie booped the nose. Nice. Booped the flare nose. You like the flare livery? It needs more flair. Ric Flair. Wonder if we might get like a golden skyline. Where is the skyline? The first time I did a stream here, we had a beautiful golden skyline during the end of the stream, so I'm hoping we get that today. Hello, Ron from Sudbury. Hello, Harold from Germany. What's a German study? What's a German saying hello? It's not hard to get to the observation park as long as you have a car, and then you have to walk up a mountain. It's a little bit above, you know, but it's not hard to get up here. This is all paved, and most of it is snow plowed. Like, most of it is plowed, but there is a little bit of snow right now. It's not too bad though. Where's the plane? And right now the footage that you get here is pretty good because it's so cold. The air is clean. There's Air Canada 777 from Sydney, but it made a stop in Vancouver first. Delta CRJ. Nice. Okay, 777-200 from Vancouver, next to land, runway 23. It's amazing to see a plane land all the way from Sydney. Yes, I am being a little bit deceitful. It does stop in Vancouver for 2 hours or 3 hours. But this plane was in Sydney like 24 hours ago. And there's a streamer named Levi Flights in Sydney, so I was watching it a little bit before I went to bed. There's a possibility that he caught it. He caught this exact plane in Sydney yesterday. Francis would know. Francis, did Levi get the Air Canada 777 yesterday in Sydney, or did it leave before he started? It's a nice shot. Firm landing. I don't think Sit Squad was oh yeah, Sit Squad wasn't live yesterday, but I see what you're saying. Yes, they get excited. How do they get excited for that? Their own airline has like 4. On Levi's stream yesterday, I saw like 4 A380s side by side. And they get Emirates A380, Qatar A380, Singapore A380. Singapore is just... I think they have the same amount of flights as us, but they get a lot of big planes from international destinations, more than us. Air Canada Rouge A319. So yeah, I feel like I would notice. Wait, they were live in Sydney? I thought they were in Melbourne. Maybe they got it. Yes, this is Danva Park. It's now called Maxword Park. I think they renamed it. And it is good if you have a good lens and the visibility is good. I agree, YYZ is awesome. Absolutely amazing. I love this airport. Anybody wanna search up sunset time? Kind of wanting to go soon, but I think the sunset isn't for another hour. They were back in Sydney. Oh, I didn't know that. Quick trip. 5:30, 5:45. All right. All right, I'm gonna take a break then. I am just gonna play the Cathay. I'll just play the little Cathay 747 replay while I take a little break. Enjoy the replay. Let me make sure nothing good's coming in. Nope, we're good. We're safe. Play. We're back. That was from literally 3 p.m. No, not 3 p.m. That was 2:30 p.m. Do you see how different? Do you see how much difference the sun makes? Like when it's out? Look at the visibility we have now versus back then. Incredible. All right, right on time for the 7-8. This guy's coming in from Nassau. We have a viewer. He goes by Bahama Steve. He's from Nassau. My favorite Assassin's Creed game, Black Flag. It had a lot of references to that place. The 747 has better proportions than the A380, but both are incredible machines. I agree with you 100%. I don't think A380 is pretty. I just think that it's cool. It's very cool. It's so impressive to look at. But I don't think it's pretty. I think it's just cool. Hello, Francis. What's up? That would be cool. And here, I mean, I guess you were actually allowed to have it because it's like a public park. It's not airport property. I agree. That was a pretty shot. Oh my gosh! New Speed Films episode dropping tomorrow. I'm excited. That's my favorite aviation channel for sure. If you guys don't know Speed Tape Films, the owner of that channel, he's a reposition pilot, and he's also the owner of the company. And he gets hired by some company to reposition a plane for some reason. It's either like a return of the lease or a delivery flight, or take this plane to the storage facility, or take it to the cargo conversion place, and he documents it, and it's an amazing channel. If you don't know it, you should definitely check it out. Speed Tape Films. Here's another 787. By the way, fun fact, once it gets to 5 p.m., I will never end the stream at 5 p.m. pretty much. And if I do end the stream, I can't go home. I'll tell you why. I absolutely hate traffic, right? So the best thing I can be doing at 5 p.m. during rush hour traffic is I have to stream. It never makes sense to leave at 5 p.m. So another reason to brave this cold. And by the way, that Air Canada just did a D2 exit, Delta 2 exit. It came from Amarillo. You know what? Is it icy? Is it? It's a raccoon. It's a raccoon livery, or is it icy blue? Oh my gosh. We lost another one. So this plane, they just repainted it. That's why it was in the city, Amarillo, because it literally just got repainted. If you go on Flight Radar, it's blue. Another icy blue 787 gone. No. It's cool for me to see. It's cool to film for the first time a plane that just got repainted, but I love the way icy blue 787s look, so it's still disappointing. Still frustrating. Katie, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. You're awesome. I'm so sad. Even no matter how cool that WestJet shot was, I'm still sad about another Air Canada 787 being repainted into the raccoon livery. I'm excited to see it, and I am sad to see it. Not a repainted beauty. Downgrade. Hello, Wabi. Yep, another icy blue gone. That sucks. We just lost my little rant. I think we lost like 90 viewers. Gotta stop yelling. It does look good in the sun. It's pretty. It's just not as nice as icy blue. My favorite 777, China Southern Cargo, is north of the airport. I will zoom in on it after I film this guy. Also a plane I like to see at Pearson. That's a Pratt & Whitney plane. Let's see if I can find the China Southern. There it is. Hopefully they land on 24 left. Sorry, 23. That's China Southern. I'm using a Sony 1-400 and I'm using a lot of digital zoom. Hello, Jonathan Bilbao. Hello, Imran. You get any A350s here? We get a lot of A350s. We get a Lufthansa A350 in the summer. We get an Air France A350. We get a BA A350. We're gonna get a Qatar A350 soon. A Virgin Atlantic A350 soon. Korean is now sending an A350. So yes, we get a lot of A350s. There's an Air France A350 still at the airport. They depart around like 5:40 p.m. So maybe we'll capture it live if they depart before the sunset. Of WestJets. Hey, Jonathan, being a member for 4 months now. Thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan, what's the weather like where you are? I know it's warm. Focus camera, come on. Is that a vulture? That does not look like a regular hawk that we usually get. What a shot. That's a cool shot. We got pink skies now. Nice. Hello from ISB. Hello, hello. Safe Spider, hello. What's up? Cooper Hawk, really? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the info. Unfortunately, the camera couldn't focus on it. And he was a little bit, or he or she was a little bit far. Gary says, Peregrine Falcon. Huh. Are you spotting from the place with the paper plane statue? Yes, I am. Danville or Max Word Park. Max Word Park. Hello, Sue. What's up? Now the city is becoming slightly golden. The sun really came out. Or I guess it went under the clouds. I want to see it. That's the sunset. Alright, enough about the sun. We got a China Southern to film. I think that's the exit most Air Canadas took. The China Southern's going... Wait, no. I think the exit most Air Canadas take is the one before that. The China Southern went a little bit further, but the China Southern is probably a lot heavier too. It's coming in from Anchorage, I'm sure, with a lot of cargo. Yes, the days are getting longer, and I'm really enjoying that. What is the golf ball building? It's a radar. We have our Dash 8. Lucy, if you're still here, we have a Dash 8 coming in on 2-4. Second plane to land. Once it's closer, I will look at it. Very difficult to manipulate my touch screen. Alright, it's not happening. Who's Leon? Leon, the furniture store. Good afternoon, Joshua. Katie, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for your generous gifts. Have an excellent rest of your day. Airplane reference. Okay, got you. A very distant prop. One day I want to see a Dash 8 land on 2-4 and go all the way to the end of the runway. And obviously I want to see myself at the end of the runway filming it. Traffic jam on D4. There's a heavy waiting to depart now from 2-4. Who is it? It's a Air Canada A330 Star Alliance livery and an A330 Icy Blue to Frankfurt. We got 3 heavies actually heading to runway 24 left for departure, 24 right for departure. Let's go. Yes, I think that's a good way to describe that. That was a plop. Hello, Otter. Golden. And we might be done. We might be done before that. The sun is coming down. We shall see. There's like 5 planes waiting to depart from 2-4. I feel like they're really underutilizing runway 23. Why do you guys think that is? I don't know why, and I'd like to know. But they're really landing a lot of planes on 2-4 left and a 2-4 right. Not very many planes on 2-3. Maybe it's like aircraft. Maybe it's ATC shortage in the tower. Empty runway 23. Meanwhile, 2-4 left and 2-4 right is busy. Very busy. Hello, Raf. Thank you. Do you think Riyadh Air will come to Toronto? I have no clue. We already have Saudia. So, I like their planes. I really like Riyadh's livery. It's like purple. I think it's purple. It's like white and purple. It's pretty. I'd love for them to come, but I don't know. By the way, was there a lot of lag? If there was a lot of lag for a bit, I apologize. It says the stream, over the lifetime of the stream, 3 hours, we dropped 1% of frames, 5,000 frames. Thank you, Renate. Thank you for tuning in. China Southern found its parking spot. Alright, here's the A330 departure. This is the Star Alliance livery. A bit choppy during the China Southern livery. Okay, got you. I think it should be okay now. My laptop went into power saving mode for some reason. Beautiful. Airbus A330, Air Canada Star Alliance livery. And then we're gonna have an A330 of Air Canada's in icy blue livery soon. For now, here's a raccoon. Raccoon landing on 2-3 with a bird chaperoning. No butter. Hello, Omega Aviation. The Star Alliance livery went to Montreal. Short flight for an A330, but it's just a reposition. There are people on it, obviously, but it's a reposition. I think. Oh wow, this one's going to Rome? Or is it going to Montreal and then Rome? VCCR, good afternoon, my friends. It's 8:20 a.m. in the morning here, and the temperature here is just 27 degrees. Wow. I bet you don't have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunset then. Oh, this one's going to Frankfurt. Okay, thank you, IPL. This A330 is headed to Frankfurt. The landing one came in from Rome, and the Star Alliance went to Montreal. Understood. VCCR is flexing good weather on us. 27 degrees in the beautiful Gold Coast of Australia. That's nice, but I bet you don't have beautiful sunsets like we do. Look at this. Stunning. Golden City. And I'll show you the sunset too. It's a lot of butter to keep track of. Yes, it was. I got confused. I'm about to show you guys the sunset. We have gorgeous sunset and sunrises, but not as gorgeous as yours. I'm gonna go to Australia in July this year, and I will have a look myself. I'm specifically going when it's really cold, or not actually cold, just when it's winter there. I don't think I could survive. I don't think I could survive the Australian summers. I was trying to do a 2-for-1, didn't work. All right, well, here's the sunset today. That's our sunset. Frances said that if I come to Australia, she will be my personal bodyguard against kangaroos. So I'm not worried. I don't need to worry about kangaroos. All right, peoples, I think I'm satisfied today. I think we'll end it here. I want to say big thank you to Davey, who was here earlier to moderate. He was doing it during lunch break. Thank you so much, Davey. I want to say big thank you to Frances, of course. She was here from the start to the end, which is now. And big thank you to Matt as well. He's not here today. He's not here right now, but he always mods on the weekend morning streams. So thank you to all the mods. They are the best, and this channel couldn't exist without them, or it would be a very different channel. Thank you to anybody who sent a tip. Thank you all so much for helping me out with the costs to run this channel. Thank you. And as always, thank you everybody for watching. It means a lot for you to watch and choose to spend time with me. I'm sorry that I yelled so loudly about that icy blue repaint. I'm just very passionate about icy blue planes. So yeah. Anyways, one more time, thank you all so much. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the subscribes, and I will try and see you on Saturday if I can bear the cold. Right now, if you look on weather radar, and Katie mentioned this before she left, it is on Saturday, it's going to be, feels like -20. Sorry, it's going to be -27, -20, feels like -28. It's going to be a very cold Saturday. But regardless, the Sunday looks really good. So if I don't see you on Saturday, I will show up to the airport on Sunday. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. My pleasure, VCCR. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. Yes, good chance I won't stream on Saturday. It is freezing. All right. Bye. You know what? If you want, enjoy the static cam. Well, how much battery do I have? 12%. All right. I'll start packing up, but I'll point the camera at the sun, and you guys can enjoy the sunset if you want. Could somebody please write a comment? Thank you, everybody. Just write a comment. Thank you, everybody. Packing up. See you on the next one, and I'll put it on the screen while I pack up. My pleasure, Professor. See you, Darren. Thanks for being here. My vestigial British friend. All right, thank you, Luce. Thank you, Lucy. All right, bye. Almost as beautiful as Pacific sunsets here in Costa Rica. Never been, but I believe you. My sister went to Costa Rica. I'll ask her to confirm. Where are the sunsets prettier. Well, I gotta be careful. I'm still mic'd up. Can't say anything crazy. traffic. Of course there's traffic. Traffic guaranteed. It's Toronto. Lucy, I got a surprise for you. I think you guys can still hear me. I hope you can. Oh, battery's about to die. And I need battery if I'm gonna surprise. We already had 3-8s. There's one just landed. That guy just landed and I missed it. I was packing. But here's another one. And this is a cooler -8. This is a 300. It's a rare one. That's 5-8s. One -8 for each of the 5 gifted memberships. If you count the one that I didn't film. All right. Thought I was gonna do some profanity. No profanity, just -8s. Where is it? Oh, I thought it was gonna go right. I wonder where it's going. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, hopefully it gets back into the frame because I'm gonna go back to packing. Hello, Charles. We are just finishing up. I'm packing. Make sure to subscribe and watch the next stream. From the building in the camera. Oh, really? Which building? Can you watch planes from your building? Let me stream from your roof, from your balcony. I'm joking. I got a beautiful, beautiful park over here. When are your next live? Probably next live is on Sunday, unless I really want to see something on Saturday. But it's very cold, so probably next live is on Sunday. Unless I get a hotel. Oh, you know what? Hotel would be actually fun on Saturday. With the winds, the planes will get sketchy. All right, let's end it here. Thank you all so much for watching again. Again, big thank you to Francis for moderating, Davey for moderating. Thank you for Matt for being a moderator on weekends. And thank you again, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed, as Walt would call it, chat extravaganza. But that's it for me. Goodbye.